Guild party. So I'll be talking a lot about the mechanics, guys. So for the pros like Jack, bear with me. So the first thing to watch out for is actually the first AoE skill, which is that one, where he charges. That's usually the first skill that is summoned. And then it's going to do the roll on the floor, poison skill. Try to bring it down to 3x fast. In the non-Hellbolt, his attacks are actually relatively easy to dodge. But in the AON, he actually moves a lot faster. I'm waiting for the raindrop skill here for my Provoking Slam. There we go. So when he summons the raindrop skill, this is your time to actually do your DPS, because he will lay on the ground for a long time. Yep, so the poison hook will be summoned. It is on... Can't actually see, it's actually on the cleric, I think. So technically you don't need to worry about the device on the floor, because it does a static damage of 15,000. So aside from curing yourself at the sides, you can see the one's glowing, you can remove the poison. You can actually, like, if you want to do a burst DPS, you can actually stand inside and just do your DPS. So this is the one where it's fixed pattern. So from here you'll go to the top right corner. Make sure you wait for the explosion to end first. Sometimes people are too hasty and they actually take the damage from the explosion. So for this one, it's not 15,000, it's a few 100,000 if you're caught. Usually you'll be one-shotted if you're caught. Few 100,000 in fact. So yep, so he's back. So every HP bar the boss is actually supposed to disappear. So right now it's going to disappear a second time. So it's the same mechanic again. There's one more poison panel after this. Why are they facing that way? Anyway, so for slower classes, you can keep your weapons if you want to walk faster. But there's one more poison panel pattern aside from this one, where you need to go in a circle. Hopefully I can show you guys. So I'm asking them not to DPS. Okay, the boss disappeared again. So hopefully you get the correct one this time. Oh no, we didn't get it. So unfortunately we didn't get the second pattern. So the second pattern actually requires you to run in a circle, but there's actually a trick to it. I'll explain to you guys after this explosion, just by running the panel. I actually have a Guardian Nest all boss mechanics guide, except for one part of Frog. I actually forgot to mention the buff removal skill. So actually the other pattern is the inner 4 panels will light up, and you need to run like from here to this, and then back to this, and then to this, and then back to here. So you just need to rotate between 3 boxes and you'll be fine. So that is what you can do on the second panel. So this is what I mean, you can actually just DPS and the poison, doesn't really matter because the damage is only a static 15,000 if I'm not wrong. But I saw 19.5k just now, so it could be more, but it's not that much. So don't have to worry about it. High DPI, my mouse, I don't know what's my DPI my mouse. I think it's 2.4k. It's actually the Alienware Tech X mouse that I actually got last time. I'm using only 10 sensitivity. It's a sensitivity that I've been using all this while. If you have an 800 DPI mouse, then you probably need to have at least twice my sensitivity. Because I play FPS games, the gauge should be to actually have... That's usually the green buff, that's the one that removes the buffs from your character. I stayed away from it. Oops. So my rule of thumb for sensitivity for any games, be it FPS or MMO, basically if you need to target something, my rule of thumb is you must be able to rotate 180 degrees in one swipe. If you need to swipe like freaking 3 times just to rotate 180 degrees, then something is wrong. So that will probably mean that your sensitivity is too low. So the frogs will keep appearing here. You can jump over them. Oh my goodness. So this is one of the skills that appears at 3x HP bar. I didn't dodge it. Actually does quite a bit of damage if you do not have level 70 gears. Probably about 400,000. So I should have dodged it. Try to dodge it again. So usually after it hits 3x HP bar, it will be the skill that he'll cast next. So once you see the HP go below 3x HP, I mean to the 3.9x HP bar, make sure you're on the lookout for that skill. You can tumble to dodge it if you time it well. You can jump dodge it, that's another way. Or you can iframe it. Iframe works as well. So, yep, various ways to dodge that skill. So I'll actually do like a mental 30 seconds calculation, and then I'll wait for it to appear before I DPS again. Again, green buff, you'll actually remove your buffs from your characters if they are too close. So I'm waiting for the balloon skill to appear. So at 2x HP bar and below, or rather 2.9 and below, half of the battle space will be removed, so the area will be a lot smaller. So every HP bar, he'll summon a lot of clones, just need to find a real one. If you attack the wrong one, everybody will be reduced to... That's what I mean. That's the inflatable skill, the STOMP. So if you actually hit the wrong one here, your party members will all be reduced to 1 HP. So don't hit the wrong one. And the Hell mode version, you need to actually kill, or rather find 4 of the real ones instead of just 1. So in Anu Arundel Challenge Nest, you actually need to assign people like 1 each at least. So this will be the last one. And of course, Jack has said, reading a chat as well, the buff claim actually removes Divine Avatar and CRIPPLINC Punisher. So usually after the mechanic where he shows illusion on himself, usually, okay, if you get into the correct rotation of skills, the boss will usually use the Stomp, the one where he inflates himself, the moment he comes back. So always look out to attack it. But usually it takes around 30 seconds. In between 30 seconds for the next one. Because sometimes you DPS too fast, so the rotations for the boss is actually like haywire. Especially if you have Noxlin in your party. The boss will probably be redone to 1x HP bar in the first rotation. Probably faster, so... Yeah, but in the average party, this is what you can expect. Remove the show match title, okay. Done. So among all the stages in Guardian Nest, this is the one that actually people find the hardest. So basically the Yeti boss will have a aggro is random, or rather if you do not have a Guardian, it's kind of random. So right now it's on me. So what you need to do is you need to face the Yeti away from the party as much as possible. He has a few skills. One is if he gets too close, he will flip you and he will silence you. So you always want to keep that 1 meter distance. That is the silence skill there. You can see they just cast it, the skill where it throws you away. This is the one where he jumps in the air and he will actually land a ice shard, a few of ice shards, which actually does a lot of damage. That's why you need to face the boss outside. So you'll keep rinse repeat. You have to kill 5 of the Lich Mages to remove his shield. And it seems like the boss is still on me. Once again, that's the silence skill. I'm keeping that little 1 meter distance away from the boss. Oh crap. So this is the one where he actually charges his left hand. So you always want to keep that 1 meter distance away from the boss and watch out for the Lich Mages around you. So if you have level 60 gears, all the monsters here that hit you actually hit you for very hard, especially the Lich Mages. One hit will probably do about 150k damage. So again, this is why you want to keep the boss facing inside. So this is the one where he silenced me, he threw me away. I'm silenced for about 2 seconds. But it seems like the aggro has changed, I think. So once he goes below 3x, he'll actually fly into the air. And he actually can do a aerial ice stomp. Just need to avoid it, don't step within the white area and you'll be fine. So the aggro has changed. So as a person that does not have the aggro, what you need to do right now is to be aware of your surroundings. If you're not aware of your surroundings, you'll be caught by skills. Because you can see that Arfat doesn't know that it's on him. Now he knows it's on him, it's going to be frozen. No, it's not frozen. So you can see that just now the ice field is actually towards people. So if there were people there, it's actually very dangerous. So the aggro is on the priest right now. And this is the air storm. Just stay out of the white area, you'll be fine, like this. And once the 5 Lich Mages have been killed, you can DPS the boss again. Should be down in this phase. Yay! Oh. So usually after 1 HP bar, he'll regain his shield. Unless you have absurd DPS damage like Noxlin. Now the aggro is on, I think, AikawaKazu. So always make sure you know who has the aggro first if you don't have a Guardian. So we know it's on AikawaKazu. Or oh no, it's not Oracle. It's actually on Nanolin, the Tempest. No, it's not on Tempest. It's on Oracle. I'm right. But the thing is, when he flies up into the air, right, the air storm actually picks random targets. It's usually not on the guy with the aggro from the boss. So that's what I mean by making sure that you are always aware of your surroundings. And of course, if you have a priest, it's always good to keep Cure Relic on. You can see if you're frozen one time with level 60 gears, if you are caught again by the next ice spike throw, you'll usually be dead. With level 70 gears, you're looking at like probably 3 hits. I think you have survived 3 hits if you're strong. But remember, when you're frozen, you actually take more damage. So yeah, basically, if you're not a warrior, you don't have relief, you don't want to be frozen, especially when you don't have a priest. So this is arguably the easiest part of Guardian Nest. Yep. This is the phase where you just need to kill all these dragon follower monsters, and then you'll fight the evil bishop, IGNACIO, who will transform into an ugly creature. I will not skip the replay later, or rather the cutscene, so you guys can see how ugly he is when he transforms. So a tip from Jack, he said that if you actually found someone who is frozen by the blue yeti, you can actually try to... Oh, I should skip the cutscene, I'm so sorry. Okay, so this Red Holy Burst, you can stand behind the boss or close to the boss to avoid it. If you are far away, you just need to be looking at the ground. So there's 2 ways to dodge it. One is stay away, the other is stay close. So, yep. This boss is pretty much easy because most of the attacks are easy to dodge. There's a few basic skills at the start. Just always stay behind the boss to be safe. So once it goes to 3.9x HP bar and below, you can actually do this. AoE shockwave that knocks you back. If you have Guardian Force, you will not be knocked back. But you need to get to the crevices where it is safe. You can look at the ground where it's safe to be standing. Great Holy Burst again. Does huge damage. You can see Nanolin, the Tempest, lost a lot of HP there. Still wearing level 60 gears. If he did not have Urgency Trick and avoid most of the damage there, he would have been dead. I got one-shotted on the Red Holy Burst before when I was still using my 60 gears. So basically this is just a priest, but as evil. So once you go below 2.9x HP bar, you press the F4. Especially in a public party, to ask everyone to stay away from the boss. Why is this so? Because the boss will cast the evil Heavenly Judgment, and if you are slow class, you will not be able to get behind the relics in time. So for the Hell version, there will be relics that will spawn all over the map, and there will only be one relic that is safe. So that's the difference here between the normal and Hell run. Shockwave skill again. So from 2.9x onwards, you can actually summon... Whoops. That was Holy Shoe saving me and Miracle Relic. So you can summon the Bind Relic here. Should be summoning the Bind Relic soon. Yep, there we go. Bind Relic is here. So Bind Relic doesn't have quite a bit of HP. I think around probably 3 million. Around 3 million. If you focus fire on it, it should be fine. And after you count like a mental note of about 40 seconds or so, you stay away from the boss because he's going to cast the next Heavenly Judgment. There you go. And there's only one relic here. So Arfat is dead because once again, that's what I mean. You need to be aware of his surroundings. They say he's too fat. Give him a drop kick there to wake him up. Just kidding. But yeah. Always know and count a mental note in terms of the cooldowns, so you know when to stay away from the boss to find a relic in time. In fact, just now I thought that the relic will not be able to step onto the safe zone because the safe zone was actually near a slope. So for Moonblade Dance, you can use it while it's running to land more than, look at that, 12 hits there. More than the usual 10 hits. Great Holy Burst. When you stay close, it's very easy to avoid it. And it should be dead. So some people actually have some bug, I don't know, I saw on the forums where there were no lightning relics or there was only one. Just now we only had one because sometimes you summon the lightning relic fast or you DPS too fast for him to react mechanically correctly. That means the boss doesn't react correctly. So there's probably only one relic in the field and he's forced to use his Heavenly Judgment. And maybe that relic could be one relic that was actually running out, like he has been in the field for too long. So sometimes DPSing too fast isn't good, just like yesterday's DDN hardcore run where we shot ourselves in the foot. But to the final boss, usually the first skill that he will cast will be the suction effect skill, okay? So do not cast any long casting animation skills, if not you'll be caught and you'll lose a lot of HP at the start. So this is the suction effect skill, does a lot of damage if you are caught even at with level 70 gears. So that blue charging skill is one skill that will evolve with every HP bar lost from the boss, except for the first one. So from 3x onwards he will vary, or rather he will actually vary from every HP bar. The first one, he'll just charge. From 4.9x and below, he will actually do a 3-step to the ground. You can see right now he just charges, doesn't step the ground. Once he reaches 4.9 and below, he will step the ground, I think. And then 3.9 and below, he will do the little purple bubble that similar to the poison boss. So this is a 3-hit Stomp here. There's two variations, one that hits the air, we saw all 3 hit the air just now. He can also hit the ground, so you need to know when to jump and when not to jump. So just now, fortunately for us, it was all 3 upward stomps, so they need to jump. But usually it'll be a variation, so you just need to pay attention. So you can see right now he's going to be stepping in the ground. See, that's 3 steps to the ground here, with the next blue charging. And every time when you cast the little swipe and the spear attack, you want to keep on the right side of him. Because if you're actually on the left, once you dodge the first step, from, or rather his first swipe on his right claw, no, left claw, and then he try to spear you on with his right hand, if you tumble to the left side, you'll be caught by the spear. So always tumble to the right side. So right now you can see it's down, down, and up. So it can be any variation. You just need to pay attention. So it's okay to get caught by the swipe, but don't get caught by the spear. But if you get caught by the swipe, if I'm not wrong, you actually get a physical defense debuff, which is not good for you, especially if you have level 60 gears. So from 4x onwards, once he loses a HP bar, he'll actually do this mechanic. But you need to DPS him fast enough, if not, your party will be wiped. You have about 24 seconds according to my mechanic guide, if I remember correctly. So the best time to attack the boss, the guy with the aggro will actually be marked with the purple circle, you can see. It's up, up, and down. So the daily thing about the 3-hit Stomp is the debuff, the physical damage debuff that lands on you. But in the Hell version, the debuff is actually not present anymore, because in the Hell version, it's actually 5-hit Stomp rather than 3-hit Stomp. So the Garden Nest boss is actually a lot more deadly in the normal version compared to the Hell version. Just a mental note for you if you're actually doing your Anu Arundel or Dew Nest. Okay, lost HP bar, it's gonna come to the center. And don't jump, okay? Especially Moonlords. Some people make the mistake of casting Moonblade Dance at the start because he's gonna do Air Storm at the start. So if you get caught while using Moonblade Dance, you'll probably do take a lot of damage. So it's up again, and down. Suction effect. You just need to keep moving to avoid it. Parrying stance works for that one. And now you need to jump because this is now 2x HP bar mechanic. When he leaves his leg, jump. For Moonlords, you can use your Moonblade Dance to avoid a DPS at the same time. Okay, another HP bar gone, it goes to the center. So hopefully we can see the other mechanic that he will do once he reaches 2.9 and below. Yeah, this is the one where he will throw a crevice at the start in front of him. Then you dodge to the side. I almost missed that one. I wanted to change the Moonblade dance, but I was slightly too slow. Down. Couldn't do my EX version of Half Moon Slash because I'll get caught by the Stomp. Suction effect. You can see Dandelion getting caught there. And the boss goes down. The waves or the vine waves is actually 2 hits with a tiny minuscule delay. The debuff is applied before the vines and then applied with the vines. I once dodged the damage but I got the debuff with the buff clearing. Yep. Oh yes, I forgot about the vines. If you get caught by the vines, your buffs are also removed. So, thank you Jack for noting it. Someone who has soloed Garden Nest with his Raven or Ripper, I think both. So, yep. A little quick gameplay walkthrough of Garden Nest and the mental notes that I take when I actually run the nest. There's no full FD, full crit people in our party. Nanolin's using 60 gears, which is why he's taking a lot of damage. The rest of us are level 70 geared, so yeah, if you have level 70 gears, it should be fine. But Anu Arundel Nest, oh my goodness, Magician Plate! Magician Plate. Here comes the row, guys. Here comes the row. It is. '88. Woo! Yeah, FD man, let's do it. It's gonna be crafted with my FD plates. Let's go again. 2 more.